have to do it all again.
I've had a mare.
Okay.
KUGAN, CASSIUS.
So we've just let everyone know, we've just done 10 minutes.
No, we have. We did
right,
3.
5 minutes.
3 minutes.
And it was a blinding interview. So we're going to have to do the whole thing again. Ready? Here we go, do the whole thing again. Have you got that in the background, Coog? There's no business like show business, like no business. Then you go on to say, picture the scene. Start with that.
All right, well, I was going to say, picture the scene, okay? I don't want to say it too loud because he's actually standing there now.
Oh, Povetkin.
Povetkin. Yeah. 82,000?
We'll start with an 8, yeah.
Yeah, 82,000. It's not bad.
It ain't bad, is it? Do you know what I mean?
82,000, round number 6. That man now, Povetkin, stopped on his feet.
Yeah.
You get in the ring at some point, I don't know. You're obviously ringside.
Maybe a bit early. Maybe when they're 8,
jump in.
9 and on. Yeah.
No, don't do that
No,
again.
I've learnt that
Don't do
lesson.
that again. You jump in.
Yeah.
And it's like the speeches time. Yeah. Post-fight interviews. Comes to you. And it's just like one person starts it.
Starts what?
Boom!
Could we have a few cheers this time? Let's see how big the IFL audience is, right? If you're watching this interview, when I come on the mic, and if you're in the arena on Saturday, you've got to cheer for me. Just one time, because my mum's coming, and she doesn't like it. So, but, you know.
You're not affected by stuff like that, are you?
No, look, you know, if 80,000 people don't like you, what can you do?
It's not really 80,000, because if 5,000 people made a noise here, you can probably hear
I'm sure
it.
most of them are booing.
Why? Why do you think that is?
Well, I'm the one who charges you the money, aren't I?
Is that what
I'm probably
it is?
like, I would boo me, probably.
Would you?
Yeah, probably. But it's like...
On the whole, do you think you're likeable, or do you think you're a bit of a knob? Well,
I'm definitely... No, we've done so many interviews where I accept. I mean, Chabadi G said, we were sitting here, a lot of people think you're a dickhead. I would say I am a dickhead. Like, I'm not against that fact. I think it'd be very difficult for me.
But are you happy to be a dickhead?
I'm happy to be me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very comfortable in myself. If that means I'm a dickhead, knob. I think knob is the best word to describe it, because dickhead can sometimes be, you know, he's a dickhead. He's a knob. But knob, you know, it's like, he's all right, but he's a knob. He's all right, but he's a dickhead.
It's
not
the
same. I'd rather be a knob than a dickhead, to be honest with you. But I accept that I am a bit of a knob, and I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I am me. Big old, chubby, silver spoon, Eddie Hearn. But I think if you meet me, you'd think I was all right.
Yeah, I think most people that actually meet you,
yeah.
even the people...
I was, you know, on Instagram, you've got that thing where you've got your DMs, and then you've got the other one, which I didn't know, that anyone can send you a message.
Yeah, there's another section, yeah. Whoever doesn't follow you, or you follow,
I went on that the other
rather.
day, there's about 1 million. And like, God, so you absolute prick. I hope you die, Hearn. Blah, 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 blah. I thought it was unbelievable. One bloke said to me, you are an absolute arrogant cunt. And I went back and I said, you seem to be having a bad day. And he come back, he went, haha, only joking, mate. I think you're a great promoter. I was like, that's a bit of a swing.
Is it just to kind of provoke a reaction out of you?
I don't know. But I think if you're on social media, you've got to live with it, haven't you? It's not all going to be roses. I
What's
mean,
your
look
worst?
at you get stick. When you first started and you were just doing your thing, people were going, well, yes, KUGAN, IFL. Well, now you're running the game in the UK social media, everyone thinks you're a complete helmet.
This is true.
But what are you, knob or dickhead or helmet? I think, I mean...
Yeah, but to be honest with you, you put yourself more out there, and you're on a different level of profile to me, so I'm just saying...
I don't.
And I get a lot of stick off the back of you.
Yeah. But I think when you talk about words, knob is a fair shout for you as well, you know. I mean, I couldn't call you a prick or a dickhead, but knob, I think there's a lot of knobs out there. I mean, looking around here, there's a few knobs, and I think you're a knob.
But why are you calling me a knob?
You're just a bit of a knob, aren't you? Like, you're one of those blokes, you go, I like KUGAN, but he's a bit of a knob. And I'd like to think that I was like that as well, you know what I mean? But I think the problem is I think there's more, I fucking hate that Hearn, rather than, I like that Eddie Hearn. It's a bit of a knob, but I like him. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to move more towards knob status.
Imagine you were I know you're an IFL TV fan, but imagine...
Oh, huge.
IFL TV built you, by the way.
Oh, okay. Not the other way around. My 500 quid a week fucking built you, son.
If I ever invoice you for that motherfucker.
Go on.
If you were watching you, can you see why people would think,
Yeah.
oh my God.
But a lot of what you see with me is me being provocal or messing around or being a bit leery.
We don't really see Bob Arum
Put it this,
like
when you turn this off,
dancing to, like,
I'm not in the
Dizzy
car
Rascal.
going, oh yeah, mate, man, fucking, I'll tell you for 80,000 at Wembley, blah, blah, blah. But that's my job. I'm a promoter. I'm here to sell. Okay, so you roll me out at events. I'm like a travelling salesman. Right, just go out ahead and open your big mouth and go and sell this thing. Right, let me tell you, 80,000 people here at the National Stadium. It's number 1 versus number 3 for the WBO, WBA, IBF and IBO World Heavyweight Champions. The biggest star in world boxing, Anthony Joshua, defending his titles against the dangerous mandatory challenger from Russia. Let's look at the undercard. It's the big truck, David Price, against the dangerous Russian Sergei Kuzmin. If David Price can land these heavy shots, just imagine the noise in here when 80,000 erupt to see David Price become victorious and move towards big things in the division. A classic cruiserweight encounter between Lawrence Okolie and Matty Askin, the British cruiserweight title on the line. Is it youth? Is it experience? Does Okolie hit as hard as everyone says? Matty Askin, is he ready to take him into deep waters and knock him out? And what about the rematch between Mendy and Campbell, a final eliminator for the WBC, to take on Mikey Garcia? We saw the first one. Campbell lost to Mendy on points, and since then, Mendy has gone from strength to strength. New trainer in Campbell, a must-win fight in the centre circle of Wembley to see if he can go forward and challenge for another world title. This is what big-time boxing is all about, and Britain right now is absolutely running the spot. Be there, Sky Sports box office, or if you're watching this in America, live with our exclusive partners DAZN, or be here, be part of the 80,000 to witness history again when 2 Olympic gold medalists face off for an epic encounter. So I don't do that when this goes off and we're in the car.
You
know
do.
what I mean?
I've heard
No,
you.
I don't. What, when I'm sitting in a car with you down the M1 going, cool, you know Saturday, let me tell you about this. But like you'd watch that clip and think, what a prick. Like you probably go, he ain't bad, but he's a knob. That's so. But obviously,
You're justifying the knobs.
Yeah, but it's
the knob in you.
I'm just a character in this mad boxing
play.
Yeah. All the world's a stage. Shakespeare, it's the same. You're the geezer who does the IFL, and you go, I'm the loud promoter. Everyone's got a role to play. It don't mean when I get home from work and I see my wife and kids that I walk in and go, afternoon kids, how we doing? You should have seen it today at Wembley. It was unbelievable. Wow, we sold these tickets and pay-per-view buys, the biggest star in the world. So if you saw me being normal, you'd probably think he's all right actually. But this is just what I do. I'm a salesman. I'm a travelling salesman.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
What's wrong with that?
No, nothing wrong with it.
But I think we're just not used to seeing people.
But if there was a guy, like you speak to a guy who sells cars for a living, who sells photocopiers for a living, right? You'd probably think he was a bit of a knob as well, because that's what salesmen are. They are knobs.
If you got like top 10 IFL Eddie Hearn moments, which is probably what it would have been, if you had that, but you showed it to someone and go, this is allegedly one of the top promoters in the game.
Who, me? Yeah, not allegedly. I am the top
No,
promoter in the world.
I'm using
No,
that.
I am the number 1 promoter in the world. Tell me a bigger promoter worldwide.
This is the
Tell me
knob.
one.
This is the knob
Tell me
coming
one.
right. This is the knob
All
coming
right,
to the
you
surface.
can't do it, so go on, yeah.
Well, there's people
But
who've
that's
been in
just
the
being
game.
honest.
Yeah,
No,
all
it doesn't
right.
matter how long you're in the game. Who is the number 1 promoter worldwide right now? The knob.
But all right, so you're showing them. So I'm going to say, right, this is
Eddie Hearn, yeah.
apparently this is Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. They see like you in the motor, you selling strawberries.
Yeah, but you're getting me to do that.
Oh no, don't stop.
Mate,
Oh God.
you think that I'm going to you, right, Coog, what I'm going to do now is do this funny dance.
Oh,
here.
so I've made you do
No, but
this shit over the
I'm
years.
messing around in the car and you go, mate, let me film that. And I go, go on then. And then I get the stick because you make me do stupid things on camera. Selling strawberries in Hull. Who does that? Like, imagine Bob Arum or Frank Warren going down in Hull. Get your strawberries 2 for £1. I mean, but that's probably what makes me different. That's probably why these guys are 70 and 87 and however old they are. They're not the audience. I'm the audience. People like me watch your shit.
Yeah.
Not people like Frank Warren and Bob Arum don't watch your stuff. They're not the audience. I respect them because they've been in the game a long time, but they're miles off the pace. To understand an audience, you've got to. If you're in that audience, it's so much easier to understand. What would I like when I go to a live event? I put it on. I want to come to one of my events as a fan. If I weren't a promoter, I'd be buying a fucking ticket. I'd be up there with Sweet Caroline with a pint, singing and dancing, going, "Go on, son."
Anthony Joshua. Oh, do you know what? It's my first Anthony Joshua Wembley fight.
Is it? Oh yeah, you didn't get into the last one?
I know.
It's going to be emotion.
It is. So
I've got to go soon.
I'm not going to rock the boat and piss anyone. Who could I piss off to get myself barred? Like, what if Perfection's team had a problem with me? Would it be a problem on the night? Just so I know.
No, I think you'll be alright. You're big time now, aren't you? That was awkward last time.
It was awkward.
We live and learn, don't we?
No, I have learned.
But it's
from
going to
that.
be a great night. It's going to be a great night. And, taking the knob stuff away, I want to say shout out to the British fight fans. You see how much international media is here? They're like this, KUGAN. They're like, "This is unbelievable. You're having a fight here. Wow, 80,000 people. We're not just having one fight here. This is the 4th stadium fight back-to-back of Anthony Joshua. 300,000 tickets sold. This fight's going to break the pay-per-view record."
It's going to beat the Klitschko number?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because you do it for a tracking process. So at this stage, this is outperforming the Klitschko fight. And the Parker fight missed the Klitschko fight by 20,000 buys. It's just going like
Over
that.
$1 million on both,
Yes.
obviously.
Yeah. But it's incredible. He's such a huge draw, and this is a real heavyweight fight. And people are starting to realise now, this is a real heavyweight fight. This isn't just someone we picked out of rankings and went, "Right, fight him, he's easy." This is the 3rd best heavyweight in the world. And guess who Anthony Joshua boxed in his last fight? The 3rd best heavyweight in the world at the time, in Parker. He's had 22 fights. He's on another level, the people the guy's facing. Other people talk about fights. He's the real deal, mate. He's the one getting in there and proving time and time again that he's the best. And let me tell you, unquestionably, Anthony Joshua is the best heavyweight in the world. Unquestionably. And he'll prove it on Saturday night, and he'll prove it again beyond that.
Will this weather be here?
I hope so. Be lovely. We do expect a little bit of rain.
Around what time?
Probably about when the fight's on. We don't have a roof. People think there is a roof on Wembley. There isn't. What we do have is shout out to William Hill, who have purchased 10,000 ponchos for people on the pitch. Hopefully we won't need them, but I would like to say, even if it's raining, we're going to have a fucking great time. We're going to have a party.
Have you heard about Manuel Char?
Yes, I had Dylan White on the phone. Like, everyone wants to fight a kendo now for the title. Jarrell Miller is the mandatory for the winner of that fight.
Quendo and
Yes,
Char?
so
Right.
we're working it all out. The WBA are here today. They'll have to have a process to hear Manuel Charles' case and appeal and etc. And then we'll see where we go from there. Have you got Dimitri Bivol?
Yes, definitely. What's the difficulties with White and Chisora?
Nothing, just money.
Just money?
Just money. Split.
Okay.
I'll ask you a question. What do you think the split for that fight should be?
Don't do this to me.
Why? It doesn't matter. It's only your opinion. Why are you scared to make an opinion? You always do this. It's not going to get you in trouble.
50-50.
50-50.
There you go, there's my answer. 50-50. Why, what do you think it should be? Should it be, you think it should be in Dylan White's favour?
Yes, Dylan White should get more in this fight. Come on. I mean, look, he's beaten Chisora first time around. I know it was a close fight. Lucas Brown, Joseph Parker. But Chisora deserves a big chunk in this fight and respect in the split. So, we'll see.
This man could ruin your life on Saturday night.
He couldn't ruin my life because if he wins this fight on Saturday, he deserves to be heavyweight champion of the world. And I will shake his hand and I will say much respect to you.
No, I know that.
What have you done?
No,
but
effectively
I
good,
mean that. I mean that. And it's going to be a great fight.
He's a serious dude, doesn't he? Like personality-wise.
And I like him. He's very respectful. And he's a tough motherfucker. Right?
Yeah.
He's not looking at me, is he?
That's why you got your security here, isn't it?
Hold me back, mate. Hold me back. Yeah, you want it? You want to go?
The fight